Ladies and gentlemen, I'm reading a Business Insider article. Representative Jamie Raskin said a GOP majority could still install Trump as Speaker of the House. Matt Gaetz has floated the idea before. This is an article in November. And although there's little to no chance, or I should say slim chance, that this takes place, it is possible. This is a November 15th article. There have been other articles. This is a Business Insider article that I'm reading. Democrats say GOP members of the House could try to make Trump the Speaker. Pro-Trump members have repeatedly talked about the idea. Representative Matt Gaetz previously told supporters he would nominate Trump if the GOP took the House. Now, he doesn't have to be in Congress to become Speaker of the House. What could take place, this is a possibility. If McCarthy doesn't get it on the first attempt, and the other challengers, whether it's Scalise or Biggs, doesn't get it, there's a possibility that Trump could become Speaker of the House. I'm not saying that it's anything more than a 5% chance. Maybe not even that. But if McCarthy doesn't get the representatives, the Republicans he needs to get him into the speakership, the Speaker of the House role, and if his challengers don't get the numbers needed to replace or to overtake McCarthy, it is a possibility. The interesting thing, I mean, could you imagine the apoplectic, completely irrational meltdown from media and the Democratic Party if Trump was Speaker of the House? But I will say this. McCarthy, if he becomes Speaker of the House, will do a lot better than people think. Then you'll have Scalise. If Scalise becomes Speaker of the House, or Biggs, they will do even better. But I do think that no matter what happens, you're going to have a Trump foreign policy, economic policy being implemented, and also impeachment of Biden being implemented through this House. The impeachment will take place for sure. That's not... You need the House for removal, so impeachment of Biden will take place. They're going to begin investigations, formal investigations. They're going to subpoena almost certainly Hunter Biden in January. They've talked about demanding congressional testimony from Hunter in January. Unlike Democrats with Trump, and check out the segment prior to this one at 8 a.m., they'll want that testimony public and on television. They'll want it televised. You know every channel's not going to run the video, but you'll probably get Fox News or maybe some other channels, but mainstream will definitely not want to publicize Hunter's testimony, pleading the fifth, or who knows if he does answer a question. But hit subscribe to this channel, ladies and gentlemen, every morning. It is an honor for me to share mornings with you, ladies and gentlemen, 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. Set your clock, set your dial to 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. every morning. I had a segment prior to this one at 8 a.m., and this is the 11 a.m. segment. Of course, today I'll have numerous other videos and almost certainly a live stream this evening. Hit subscribe. Become a member of this channel. If you want to give a super thanks, that's below. To my new Patreons, thank you so much. My Patreon link is below. If there's another way of donating to YouTubers or contributing to YouTubers or supporting YouTubers that you like, better than Patreon, give me your preferred company below in the comments section. But if you want to also become part of a newsletter, go to hagoodman.com. Impeachment's going to take place. They're not going to have FTX money, and they're not going to have FTX money, the House of Representatives, or Twitter. Okay, you're going to be able to talk. I don't have a Twitter account. I will not have a Twitter account. I don't have a Facebook account. I haven't since 2018. I have this channel, H.A. Goodman's other channel, and the stock market crash channel that I am going to continue to build. So I'll have an 8 and 11 a.m. on this channel, on H.A. Goodman, and I'm thinking of either a 9 and 12 a.m. or a 7 and 10 a.m. on H.A. Goodman's other channel. Give me your thoughts below in the comment section on what you think is the best. I'll probably run a poll on the live stream, because I will do 2 segments here, and also I want to grow H.A. Goodman's other channel this year and forever. So I will have 2 segments at set times there as well. But Democrats will not have $1 billion in FTX funding. That's according to Elon Musk. The publicly disclosed funding is $70 million. So they're not going to have that, okay? They're not going to have that. That's huge, because they were able to barely keep the Senate, okay? Barely keep the Senate. And that's with the Libertarian candidate taking 80,000 votes. Okay, notice how the Green Party is nowhere to be found, but the Libertarian Party is... Democrats have steamrolled the Green Party, but the Libertarian Party just... If you remove the Libertarian Party from Nevada and Georgia, then Republicans take the Senate. That's a whole other story. Trump and Trump Republicans are the most libertarian Republicans. They're the most libertarian politicians in Washington today. Okay, they're not the Mitt Romney, Chuck Schumer, Pelosi, and Liz Cheney type of, one gigantic political party, never-ending military conflict machine. So you're not getting... You vote for Trump, he's the antithesis of the Lincoln Project foreign policy. He also... Trump Republicans were against just shutting down economic activity and printing all the money from the Federal Reserve because you shut down economic activity. So I don't understand what the point is if you're a libertarian and you're happy about giving the Senate to the Democratic Party. I get it if you vote green. See, I understand third parties, but if you voted Green Party in 2016, like I did, okay, I'm voting for Trump now. There's a lot of people who voted Bernie Sanders, Green, and are voting Trump now. A lot of people. More than the average person understands or can comprehend. Okay? The Green Party and Trump have a much closer foreign policy than Liz Cheney and Chuck Schumer. Or I should say they have a different form, an opposing viewpoint, less militant. I'm all over the place. Trump is the less militant option. So why on earth would you... Anyway, that's a whole other story. It's a moral imperative to vote for Trump and Trump Republicans if you don't want endless invasions, which is what we see right now in Europe, and record highs in inflation and the economy. We're heading into a recession. Another recession. We had a recession with corporate profits going up and inflation at 40-year high. You explain that economic system to me. But you will see impeachment, ladies and gentlemen. You will see the House of Representatives preventing Democrats from continuing to tank the U.S. economy. You will hopefully see a continual evolution of the Republican Party to a more populist and more libertarian political party. If you look at all these left-leaning pundits, I don't think they actually see, the economy is terrible. The economy is terrible, and that's because of Biden's economic policy. Foreign policy is a catastrophe. That's because of Democrats and mashed potato brains in the Oval Office. It's objectively worse than it was under Trump, but the meltdown is not there. Won't have Twitter anymore. So the pendulum is swinging, ladies and gentlemen. Is it possible that Trump becomes Speaker of the House? If I was Trump, I would do that. I would just, because you have to ask yourself, well, how much work did Pelosi do? how much work was it to be Speaker of the House? Democrats vote in line at all times. Left-leaning Democrats like AOC couldn't even write a letter in condemnation of the foreign policy. They wouldn't vote for Medicare for all on the House floor. They just vote in lockstep with what the Democratic National Committee wants. So actually, Trump would have to do a lot more work, but it would be very interesting. Republicans don't work like that, but you're going to have a Trump Republican House of Representatives, even with McCarthy. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, McCarthy's going to be a lot better when and if he becomes Speaker than you think. He's not Mitch McConnell. Trump is not backing McConnell. He's backing McCarthy. So is Marjorie Taylor Greene and a whole bunch of Jim Jordan. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now. Be here every day at 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. on this channel, ladies and gentlemen. Every single day, forever.